Now, there is mounting pressure on national executives of the opposition NDC to reduce the filing fees for the party's presidential primaries. The NDC has set January 19 next year for its primaries. And nomination forms for the aspirants will cost 20,000 cedis, whereas the filing fee will cost you about 400,000 cedis. That's if you're interested to be a flag bearer for the party. But the decision has been greeted with outrage by some party members, including the aspirant, who have described the amount as excessive. The latest to add his voice is founder of the party, ex-President Rawlings, who's calling on the executive to take a second look at the fees. Here is a news desk report.
From 50,000 cedis in 2016, when the NDC was in power, the party in opposition is now asking for 400,000 cedis for those interested in leading the party into the 2020 general election. General Secretary of the party, Johnson Asiedu-Nketia, justifies the fees.
We don't have money in the coffers, but these are the means of raising money. Without this type of raising monies from the flag bearer chief candidates and from the National Executive Committee, there is no way we are going to be able to,
organize this.
9 aspirants eyeing the flag bearer position have petitioned the party's Council of Elders to intervene. They include Alban Bagwin, Joshua Alabi, Ekos Piogabra, Sylvester Mensah, Stephen Aktubiga, Nuruddin Idrisu, Gusi Tano, Kojo Nonsu, and Elekplim Agbemeva. Mr. Piogabra wants the party's leadership to reduce the nomination fee for the presidential aspirants.
And as far as equity and fairness is concerned, if the issue was raising money for the party, because the party has financial difficulty, why didn't we start raising it when we were asking people to stand for branch elections, for constituency elections, for regional elections, and even for national elections? They didn't charge themselves 50,000 cedis or 100,000 cedis. But when it came to the turn of flag bearers, they say flag bearers should pay 400,000 cedis. Where is the connection?
Former President Jerry Rawlings agrees. At a meeting with the newly elected national officers last week, he pointed out that with the aspirants having barely 2 weeks to raise the high amount, a perception may be created that the party is being handed over to the highest bidder. He cautioned that certain actions or decisions could either be a reflection of the circumstances of the NDC's birth or mark a departure. One person who is not likely to lose sleep over the huge filing fees is former President Mahama, as some MPs and others have pledged to pay for him. MP for Kumbungu, Ras Mubarak, says they have raised a little over 600,000 cedis already.
In less than 24 hours, we maxed, we were able to raise more than the 420,000
How much have you raised so far?
I haven't checked the latest figures yet.
But it could run into...
I'm sure it's about 600,000.
Well, national chairman of the party, Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo, tells JoyNews a meeting scheduled for tomorrow with all the stakeholders would deal with the issue.
We are not insensitive to the hue and cry that is going on. But of course, we want to go through the appropriate process. So if there are petitions before us with regard to the filing fee, we will look at the merit of the petition and take the appropriate steps. We will meet as executive on Tuesday, and if there is anything to discuss in relation to that matter, we'll do that.
That is Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo, the chairman of the party. Well, the General Secretary, Johnson Asiedu-Nketia, had earlier called on the petitioners to formally write, actually asking them now to formally write to the National Executive. And it is indeed a developing story. We're following it. We'll bring you some more. Well, we can hear from Johnson Asiedu-Nketia on that.
We have also heard about a petition that I'm told is circulating. We want to indicate that at the level of the National Executive, we have not seen that petition yet. And so we are unable to act or restrain our action based on a petition that is circulating somewhere in the media. We also note that even in the petition that is being circulated, our founding father has been named as the recipient of the petition. We would, on that basis, urge those petitioners to let us have our copies. We will get in touch with our founding father. If there is any need for any meeting to be held amongst us and the prospective flag bearers, we are ready for any such meeting. And then we will go into the meeting with open hands. Because all that we are doing here is to implement assignments given to us by the party called NDC. It must not be seen that there is a certain set of national executive members who take interest in punishing candidates unduly or extorting monies from candidates for whatever purpose.